So I just got done watching the Campfire stuff with Diablo, and I listened to some of the community streamers such as Darth, Microtransaction, and Rax, and what they had to say. And I mean, I kind of agree with where they're going with this. I feel like there's a lot of they're just kind of like done with Diablo, and that's fine. Like, okay, but I can't help but just be like, you know, Diablo was really good for the ARPG community. Diablo 4. It brought a bunch of people into this into this game, or the genre, and this is good. I mean, everything. Diablo could only get better. I actually don't think it can get worse. I think it'll just be what it is. It'll just be a casual ARPG. And I know there's a lot of people that are upset about that, but it's just what it is. I mean, you're just not the target audience. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, they have an idea of who their target audience is, and it's not you. It's me. It's people that, I don't know, just like Diablo. I can't really put a finger on it. I don't know why I like it. I like it. I don't know. I don't need to defend that. And you know what? I love Last Epoch right now. I'm at 76 hours in Last Epoch, and I'm loving that. The minion build in Last Epoch is amazing. It's how Necromancer should be in Diablo. But it doesn't mean I don't like Diablo. I play Diablo. I think the combat Diablo is no ARPG even comes close to the way it feels in Diablo. None of them. This is like it feels like an arcade. You're jumping around super fast. That's not how Diablo feels. Diablo feels like every single attack you do feels solid. And no one comes close. The deal is Diablo's not a bad game. It lacks substance at the end for people. And I don't really think they're ever gonna really, I mean, they might add a couple things at the end, and it sounds like season 4 that they're gonna have some surprises, but I don't know. I don't think it's ever gonna come close to what people like Darth, Microtransaction, or Rax want. It just isn't. And it's evident by the comments in those videos that people hate. They have a hate for Diablo. Something I haven't seen in any game. I mean, I guess I saw a little bit with World of Warcraft, but this is like seething hate. And it's really disappointing because they're not seeing the bigger picture here. They don't see how positive Diablo is for this community. It only makes other ARPGs more successful. Diablo's failings makes other ARPGs better. It just is. And then guess what? Maybe Diablo will become better because it's like, oh shit, we have to do what Last Epoch is doing. We got to take some of that shit and put it in our game. Like, it can only get better. That's how I see it. And maybe it gets worse. Okay, well, you have your other ARPGs. Right now is the best time for ARPGs. Do people not, did they forget that? This is the best time to be an ARPG player. Like, what the hell? It's like give it a rest. Give it a rest. Everybody's like, well, we should be critiquing. We should be critiquing. Put our critiques out there. No, this isn't critiquing anymore. This is hate. This is picking apart a company that you feel like, okay, they're a AAA studio. They had hundreds of people working on Diablo. Why weren't they able to do what Last Epoch did? Who knows? Who knows where they spent their money? Seems like on advertising. okay? Like, move the fuck on. Move on. I think you should limit your videos to Diablo hate for one a month, not every single day. Like, hey, guess how much better Last Epoch is? Okay, we get it. I feel bad. I feel bad. I mean, I see those guys on the, they're talking about the game, and they're just looking at that chat. And what's his name, Joel? I mean, I can just tell that guy, he just wants to go fucking home. They're done. I think those guys are done. I don't think they don't want to appease anybody anymore. They're just like, whatever. We made our game. People don't like it. Well, I know people like it because people I work with, my coworkers, the real people that are on here on YouTube, they're all playing it. They all enjoy it. I know Diablo has a bigger fan base than any of these games, than Path of Exiles, than Last Epoch. And you know what? Path of Exiles, they're looking at Diablo and they're like, we need to take some of that audience to us. So that's why we're going to make PoE 2 to appease a more casual audience. And we're going to keep Path of Exiles, just the first one, for the more hardcore, because we know there's going to be some people in that community that are going to hate PoE 2 because we made it more casual friendly. Mark my words, PoE 2 will be more casual friendly. And that's a good thing. You should want that. And Diablo 4 did that. So give them some grace. And you know what? It's funny. It's like people are saying that Diablo doesn't, they don't listen to the community. Okay, well, season 3 came out and people thought it was really shit that their pet wasn't doing much damage. So what they do? And within a week, they're buffing things. They're giving you way more loot. They're listening. Okay, that's actively listening. And that's the fastest I've ever seen Blizzard put out a fucking patch. Okay? And all they have done is made changes from what people have said. Now, it might be not the change that you wanted, but it was a change that somebody had said. Diablo, I'm expecting it to get better. And it's like okay, the cost. Let's talk about the cost here. Diablo is a Nike shoe. You're buying a name brand, okay? That's what it is. It's like Last Epoch is New Balance. New Balance sometimes feels better than Nike, okay? But it's a cheaper shoe. It's a cheaper product. And you might not agree with that because they're both made from the same manufacturing plant, okay? So when you're buying Diablo, you're buying Diablo, okay? So that's why. It's like, okay, if you can't afford it, you think it's overpriced, whatever, don't buy it. It's not a scam. It's not a scam. A scam is if they don't give you the product. They gave you the product. It's all laid out there. There's a million videos criticizing it. So it's on you for fucking up and buying the expansion. I know you all will buy the expansion too. So it's all on you for buying that $100 expansion. Move the fuck on.